So we started out discussing why we graft in general. Once we got up here and got down to the nitty-gritty of making it happen, we took our full-size rootstock, our Antonovka rootstock, that had been kept alive in a community pot, if you will, and we opened that up, broke up the soil, and started taking out individual trees, and then we make one incision into the tree straight down the middle. That's after clipping it at the height that you're going to want it to start out as. After you make that initial incision down into the middle of the rootstock, we take the Scion wood and we make a wedge. So just like whittling an arrow that you might do around a campfire when you're a kid, the same idea is you just cut a wedge that's about 1/2 inch long, at least, so shallow angle so that it can fit nicely into that cleft that you make initially in the rootstock. So then what you do is, the most important thing is that the Scion is connecting to the cambium of the rootstock. So you want the cambium-cambium connection. That's where the magic happens. That's the living parts of the trees. So you fuse those two. So in order to make sure we were having cambium-to-cambium connection, we made it flush to one side, just to assure that connection's happening. And then you wrap it tightly without disturbing the connection that you made there with the grafting tape, which is a waxy tape. So it biodegrades in a couple of years, so you don't even have to remove it ever. So you wrap that around, going up over the union and then back down, so it's really fused, airtight. You don't want it to dry out. And then you clip a couple buds above where you put the Scion, so that there's not too much energy that the rootstock's trying to push up through the Scion wood. And then we put a little goop on top of where we clip it to just assure that that Scion doesn't dry out, and so that keeps the moisture in it. And then we we re-wetted the roots that had been out of the soil for a little bit, and then we planted it in this lovely Coast of Maine potting mix, and then water it in. And then these biodegradable pots you're able to just plant directly in the ground, which minimizes the root stress of the transplant when it comes time to plant. So we're just having each person who grafted monitor, make sure any of the buds that are below the graft union are plucked before they have a chance to grow. And then that's going to send all the energy to the Scion, and then we're going to have the tree that we want, the Black Oxford, growing.